Guys, we have an urgent breaking news coming out. Do me a favor and share this video. Once again, thank you so much for your support. It says here Ukraine did not give US President advance notice before obliterating the Russian Doomsday nuclear bombers. Alright, so this is a very important update. I just posted a video not too long ago. The link will be in the comments box. Information is coming out of Ukraine. They are saying that Donald was not briefed. He was not told. Whoops. He was not told about this. That was an advertisement, by the way. I truly apologize. New York Post have their advertisements. Donald was not briefed about this operation, and this was a big one. All right. So earlier today, June 1st, 2025, there were drones inside the containers. These containers were shipped to Russia, and these containers were open. Drones came out and hit Doomsday bunkers. All right, we're gonna get to all this news here, guys. We also have more updates. Russia's coming out, and this is what they said. Give me a second here. Let me just pull up the information really quick. Russian Ministry of Defense claims that all of the drone strike today, June 1st, 2025, by Ukraine on air bases in multiple regions were repelled, but several aircraft caught fire. As a result of the strike, and they further claim that there were no casualties among military or civilian personnel, while making no mention of their loss of several Tu-95MS and Tu-22M long-range strategic bombers Doomsday planes. All right, so that's one of the latest updates. All right, so we're going to get to all this news here. Donald said, well, the Trump administration came out and said that they weren't aware of this operation. It's hard for me to believe that. I'm sorry, guys. It's just hard for me to believe that. Again, we are the best of the best. We know a lot of stuff. We do. It goes to tell you that we are so weak. It's like we're not getting no information from no one. And that's not how we, the sleeping giants, are. We are again, we know everything. We know when things are going to hit the fan. But apparently it seems like we are collapsing and things are not looking good. Alright, guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to help and support the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also the description box. Thank you so much for your support. So it says here, Ukraine did not give U.S. President advance notice of its drone strike deep in the Bear territory Sunday, June 1st, 2025, that wiped out dozens of nuclear doomsday bombers and other aircraft, according to reports. Now, the daring Ukrainian operation had been in the works for more than a year, and detail a covert operation to smuggle a slew of drones into the Bear territory. But the White House was not given a heads up that the planned struck was coming. We have CBS and Axios said, citing sources. The White House did not respond to a post request for comment on Sunday. Now, the sneak strike came as Ukrainian negotiators are set to meet with their Bear counterparts in Istanbul on Monday to present their latest offer during peace talks. Now, the U.S. president, who spent his Sunday morning hitting the tees at his Sterling, Virginia club with golf ace Branson, has repeatedly publicly chaffed with Ukrainian leader Zelensky. So Donald's out there playing golf. Like I said, I don't mind he going out there playing golf again. But it seems like, again, he wasn't briefed. But it's hard for me to believe that. I'm sorry, guys. It's just hard for me to believe that. It says here their shaky relationship include their infamous February 28 Oval Office blow up and the president occasional social media post in which he blames the U.S. traditional ally for the war. Now the question is, will Donald slap tariffs or sanctions on Ukraine? I mean, because what he did was wrong. Now the bear said that's like Pearl Harbor right there. Will Donald slap sanctions on Ukraine? I doubt it. Ooh, okay, that doesn't look good. All right, so what you're looking at here, it seems like this is a drone camera recording their operation. For the show, Crane's daring drone strike on the Kremlin aircraft deep in the bear territory. Among the insult hurled during the pair's February 28 public class was Donald's claim that Crane has no cards to play in its campaign to stave off the bear invaders. It says some observers have speculated that Cranian trust in Washington has waned under the Donald administration amid the public flare-ups. And Sunday strike by Crane, at least 41 of the Kremlin heavy Doomsday bombers at 4 locations in the Bear Country, thousands of miles inside the country, were hit. The Kiev Independent reported. Now, the struck aircraft included Tu-95 Bear nuclear bombers, considered the Bear Doomsday deterrent A-50 mainstay command and control jets, and Tu-22 backfire fast strike bombers, according to multiple outlets or reports. Excuse me. The surprise strike comes against the backdrop of the bear brutally pummeling Ukrainian cities such as Kiev in recent weeks and impacting innocent. Now, some of the bear barbarism towards civilians have prompted outrage from the U.S. president, who recently suggested that the country's strongman, Vladimir, has gone absolutely crazy and that he was playing with fire, but not acting as if he wanted peace negotiations. The bear stepped up drone bombardments on Ukraine have come while Donald has attempted to broker a peace deal between the two warring countries. Now, Ukraine has agreed to U.S. President proposed terms for a cease plan, but the bear hasn't. And the reason why, well, here's the reason why. Because they are offering the bear, Russia, 30 days ceasefire. Now, the bear, Russia, the bear is saying we don't want 30 days ceasefire. We want a long-term ceasefire. Now, the reason why the bear is denying this 30 days ceasefire is because the bear said you guys want 30 days so you could rearm and come back strong to strike us. That is not peace. That is just taking a break and getting stronger and rearming yourself. It's like this. You play, NBA. You play the first quarter and the second quarter. And then at halftime, you take a break. What happens in that break time in the locker room? Well, you have the coach. Here's the gameplay, guys. We are getting beaten really hard by their defense. In order to counter strike, we need to do this. We need to set up a game plan. So that's what they do. They discuss for the next operation. And so that's why you got Russia saying 30-day ceasefire is not going to be for us. And so Donald's not pleased, and Vladimir is saying, well, too bad. It's not working out. We're not going to be doing this 30-day cease plan stuff. Still, Donald has continued to publicly place some of the blame for the biblical war on Zelensky's shoulders. In addition to Vladimir, this isn't my war. This is Joe war. Zelensky, his war, and Vladimir war. This isn't Donald war, the president told reporters last week. The bipartisan cause has grown inside the House to ramp up sanctions on the bear and even consider giving Kiev more firepower to fend off the invaders. Why should we get involved? Did we get involved in India and Pakistan? No. Here's another wall hawk. This dude is like John Bolton's twin brother. I'm just going to highlight it. Here's John Bolton's twin brother right here. This person, who has met with Zelensky alongside with others, said that the Senate will start moving to tighten the screws on Moscow and consider a sanction package when the upper chamber reconvenes this week. U.S. President has expressed reluctance to amplifying the sanctions on the bear during the sensitive negotiations over the biblical war. Congress has approved over $175 billion. Let's say that one more time. $175 billion that we're not getting back. Period. Zelensky said, "I don't have to pay that back." That was credit. It was not a loan. Joe said, "I don't have to pay it back." $175 billion in aid to Ukraine since the biblical war broke out in February 2022, according to a Congressional Research Service study published in January. Much of that money includes humanitarian and economic aid to the biblical war-torn country. The State Department estimates that the sleeping giant has marshaled $66.9 billion in military aid to Ukraine since the bear deadly invasion began over 3 years ago. My question is, what do we get back from that? Because that belongs to the sleeping giant citizens. That's the sleeping giant citizen tax. The sleeping giant citizens did not ask for this. This is something that Joe just a slap to the face to the sleeping giant citizens. I'm taking y'all tax and I'm going to give it to them whether you like it or not. Unbelievable. We didn't ask for this biblical war. We didn't ask to intervene. But what do you expect? The sleeping giants filled with war hawks. Unbelievable. Now I want to bring this up really quick here. CBS News is putting out this information while the White House spokespeople declined to comment on the strike that went on. You know, those Doomsday planes that were taken out? Administration sources told CBS News on Sunday that the White House was not aware it was coming. They are referring to the Doomsday plane that were hit. What is this? Look out. Breaking, the bears reportedly considering the use of tactical nuclear... Nah. Nope. Nope. I don't think so. I don't think so. Again, stuff like this, give me a second here. I have to do the research. Yeah, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. I truly despise when people put out those type of information. Yeah, I don't see that happening. I don't see the bear using nuclear. That's, again, I don't see that happening. There's no information of it. It's just someone that's putting out this news. Please be careful with a lot of stuff that is on the platform. It's just a deceiving system message going on there. Again, these people are all over the place on X. The bear's gonna fire nuclear. No, they're not. Stop lying. Zelensky says drone assault on the bear was Crane's longest range operation ever. He's absolutely right. This information is coming out from Insider Paper. The head of the security of Crane delivered a report regarding today's operation, an absolutely brilliant result. A result achieved solidly by Crane, 1 year, 6 months, and 9 days from the start of planning to effective execution. Our most long-range operation. Our people involved in preparing the time. I think general success of Crane. I instructed the security service of Crane to inform the public about the details and result of the operation that can be disclosed. Of course, not everything can be revealed at this moment, but these are Cranian actions that will undoubtedly be in the history books. Crane is defending itself, and rightly so. We are doing everything to make the bear feel the need to end this war. The bear started this war. The bear must end it. Glory to Crane. Actually, the bear didn't start the war. It was the 44th and Joe. They started the war. Remember, guys, you know that beautiful laptop? Don't forget to give the 10% to the big guy. The 10% to the big guy. You guys know what I'm talking about. And remember that beloved son was dealing with Crane way before Donald was president. You guys know what I'm talking about. All right, so, again, this message, they make it sound like they just won the war. They took out a couple of bombers, but that doesn't mean that the bear will stop. I just don't see any victory here. It was a mission complete, but it wasn't victory when it comes to ending the war. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Please share the video. For those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ. For He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.